These are 5 things that will raise your vibration instantly. Try them now. Of course, everything is energy and vibration, including our thoughts and our feelings, and we are energetic beings, we are spiritual beings having a human experience, not a human being having a spiritual experience. And the vibration that we are giving off is influencing the experiences that we are having, because what we put out energetically and vibrationally will be met with a frequency match, and we will attract those experiences that reflect that vibration back to us. So if you are feeling lower vibrational energy, that can be the feelings of fear, anger, judgment, grief, anything along those lines, then you're going to be creating or experiencing experiences that will match that same frequency. And not surprisingly, whenever you feel good, happiness, joy, gratitude, compassion, bliss, these are higher vibrational frequencies. The better you feel, the higher the vibration it carries. And we have a base vibration based on everything that we're feeling from our thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. So we want to make our base vibration be as high as possible to keep having those positive experiences. Because the higher that you can have your vibration, the higher vibrational experiences you will attract and manifest. And of course, this is going to include your manifestations. All the goals and all the things that you want to manifest are always going to be something that's going to be a higher vibration. Because if you're looking to manifest something, I'm sure it's because you want to improve some area in your life, whether that's financial, relationships, health, abundance, whatever it is. Something like that you would see as an improvement for your own self-improvement is not in your current experience. It's because that experience that you want to manifest is vibrating at a higher frequency. So we want to match that frequency to attract it to us. Just like in the law of assumption teachings and the Neville Goddard teachings, you have to think and feel and act and believe that you are already in that state of receivership. Assume that what you want to manifest is already in your present reality. And it helps if we raise our vibration. So here are 5 ways that you can do just that. So the first way is meditation. That should come as no surprise really. For those who have been on the spiritual path, self-development path for a while, you would have come across the teachings of meditation and the benefits of meditation as well. Meditating is the key for raising your vibration and expanding your consciousness and becoming more aware of your own presence. When we meditate, we're taking an opportunity for us to step out of the mental chatter of our mind, because our mind will have loads of thoughts and loads of beliefs, primarily rooted in fear and of lack. And these thoughts are influencing our behavior. And what we need to do is slow down that part of our mind to become more present and self-aware and observe our thoughts without identifying with them, without the problems that we have going on in our mind. By the very nature of meditation, if we can keep focusing on an anchor like your breath or the feeling of your body, like in mindfulness practices, for example, and we can slow down that mental chatter, there's wonderful healing benefits that we can feel, like resting the body, boosting the immune system, balancing both hemispheres of the brain, improving intuition, getting wonderful insights, and of course, raising your vibration. Meditation is a key practice that you would need to adopt in order to maintain your vibration and consistently raise it, because it takes you, one of the very many benefits is it takes you out of that mental chatter. It helps you to begin to disidentify with labels and problems that you have in your mind, and you begin to observe them and not identify with them. If you can break the identity with labels and your problems, then it brings up a lot more freedom for you to observe them and to actually realize that you are not them, and that's when you're in an easier, more detached place to make positive changes, not influenced by that same fear. Second way to raise your vibration is letting go and practicing forgiveness. You can say they're kind of 2 things, but in a way they're also one and the same. Is because if we are holding on to a lot of things from the past, which a lot of us do, whether that's any fear, emotional trauma or memories, that can hold us back and keep our vibration from going higher and higher. So in our subconscious mind, we store every experience that we've had, even if we consciously don't remember it. And if we have any emotional experiences, maybe fearful or traumatic experiences, it's much easier for the subconscious mind to remember, because it remembers more on how you felt at the time. It has the emotional memory. And then we can have these memories stored within us, and we can have fears and phobias and thought patterns and habits created from this in order to prevent as a defense mechanism to try and prevent the same issue from happening again. But of course, we are holding on to that energy in our mind and in our energy field. And if we are holding on to stuff that happened to us 20 years ago or 30 years ago, even longer at times, then we are putting our energy back to something that really doesn't even exist. The only moment that exists is now, the present moment. Everything that happened to you is in the past. What you are reacting to is a memory, and it's your interpretation of something that happened in your past. The past only exists as memories, and they are distorted, subjective memories. They are not necessarily the same memory of when the event originally happened. We can distort things along the way. And of course, thinking about the future is just a concept. It doesn't exist yet. So we bypass the present moment by focusing on the memories that we have based on how we felt. Can be positive as well, but a lot of the times where we have the issues in our life is because we're focusing on what we would call the negative or the feelings that don't serve us. And what we essentially are in the habit of doing is remembering and focusing on those experiences from the past and projecting them onto the future. And that's how we keep manifesting the same scenarios over again, because we keep remembering how we felt, and it creates fears and phobias and ideas of how things are and how things work. Of course, that's going to generate a vibration, and that's going to keep us creating those same experiences because it's going to match that vibration. So by doing the healing, letting go of what got on in the past, we let go of that energy. It frees us up to raise our vibration and create things from a different state of mind, a different feeling place, and therefore a different level of energy. Third thing that you can do to raise your vibration is practicing gratitude. Now, what a perfect replacement, shall we say, to holding on to resentment or holding on to the past. If instead of doing that, replace that with practicing gratitude, finding and looking at all the things that you are grateful for in your life. Feeling of gratitude alone is one of what's called an elevated emotion. It's one of the highest feeling states that you can possibly feel that generates wonderful healing effects on the physical body and really brings you back into alignment with your higher self and raises your energy and vibration. In fact, there are several studies that are getting published more and more now. You can easily find this, that gratitude, by meditating on the feelings of gratitude, it has wonderful healing effects on the physical body. But not only that, it's a powerhouse tool to use for bringing manifestations to your life. I've done videos before on the power of gratitude, and I'll leave a video up here that you will be able to check out and have a look at. But gratitude is a very high vibrational state. You are in the state of saying thank you. You're in a vibrational state of wonderment, excitement, pleasure, and joy. If you think of all the times that you've been grateful in your life, it feels good, doesn't it? And that's why it raises your vibration. If you want to manifest more positive things in your life, start looking at what you already have and be grateful for that. Because remember, the universe, this is why we're talking about energy and frequency. It's important to talk about this because it's the energy and frequency that we put out which determines the experiences we attract and manifest. And you can look at the universe as like a mirror, reflecting what we're putting out. So if we are always putting out lack, holding on to resentment and all the fearful stuff that we spoke about a moment ago, then of course that's going to be reflected, and that's how we recycle the same issues over and over again. If ever you had a relationship with someone, you end that relationship, you might have another relationship with someone, and it's just the same thing. If we can replace that with gratitude, and you're always in the habit of looking things to be grateful for and having that feeling, that's a much higher vibrational feeling that you're feeling for one, and that's going to go out to the universe. But the other thing to remember is that it's the vibration of saying thank you. If you're feeling gratitude all the time, you're going to be reflected by things to always be grateful for. So if you start focusing on gratitude, feeling the wonderment and the excitement and the really appreciation of everything in your life, and you train your mind to naturally look in the habit of all the things, what's the best scenario I can find in this? What am I grateful for? You're going to naturally lift your base vibration up so much higher that you are going to start manifesting experiences that's going to make you be more grateful all the time. Fourth one is diet. Yes, what you eat and what you drink, what you put into your body is still energy and vibration, so that's going to have a huge effect on what your body energy levels are going to be like. Now, I am not a qualified nutritionist, so I can't go into details on what foods to eat and what not to eat. However, I think we can all agree on what foods would be classed as healthy and unhealthy, and it doesn't take a lot of mental power to figure out what foods would be healthier than others. But all I will say is the foods that are the most natural and nutritionally, vibrationally healing is the foods that are going to make the biggest difference to your body. If you have a very healthy diet, well-balanced diet, obviously we know things like fruits and vegetables and whole foods have very high nutrition. They are going to have a much higher vibration. But the other thing to bear in mind is everyone's body and nutritional requirements are different. So with nutrition, seek out professional advice. If you want some advice on that, make sure you speak to someone who knows what they're talking about. But listen to what your body feels and what it needs. But knowing that what you eat does affect your vibration. And obviously, the more natural foods you can eat, the more natural higher vibrations you're going to put into your body. And the other thing as well is drinking plenty of water. Fifth way to raise your vibration instantly, step outside into nature. If you have a garden, you can do some gardening. Sit in the garden or go out for a walk in the park, go to the seaside, or just anywhere where you can connect with nature. Everyone I know and everyone that has gone out in nature when they've not felt great has always felt so much better afterwards. And there's so many studies that show the benefits of just being around anything green, anything in nature. And of course, nature, it's much more of a natural vibration anyway, particularly if you're doing a lot of office work, or if you're at home all the time, or if you work in cities or towns. If you can allow yourself some time to frequently have some time in nature, think of that as cleansing your energy. If you take in that fresh air, be around the trees, be around flowers or wildlife, wherever it is, wherever you feel drawn to, that will ground you and give your energy field a wonderful detox. So these are just 5 ways that you can do that will instantly raise your vibration. If you can do these consistently, your vibration baseline, you must be able to see, is going to be much higher. And if you start doing this right now, it's going to have an instant effect. And the more you do it, it's just going to keep going and going and going. But let me know in the comments down below what it is that you do that helps to keep your frequency high. Do you practice any of these, or are there any other things that you do that keeps your vibration high? And if you want to know ways that you can keep your energy free of negative energy and keep your energy field protected, check out this video. If you are an empath who will have particular interest, 5 ways to keep your energy clear from negative energy and influence from others every time.